What up, guys? Dansby back with my very first review for you guys, and I definitely wanted to start this channel off with a banger. This product here, man, it has a super special place in my heart. It was probably one of the first or second illicits I ever tried. After joining the subreddit group and meeting Ace and seeing some Review Bros stuff, I seen a review on this and I was like, man, I gotta get it. But as some of you guys probably know, once I revealed the product, it's definitely a pricier product. So I was a little hesitant, and as soon as I tried it, I bought multiple tubs, man. I'm talking about, this thing is a hitter. Of course, I'm talking about Dark Labs Crack Purple Tub. We used to call it OG. But I wanted to kind of do a little interesting video here for you guys for my very first one. So I seen in the subreddit, man, people have been asking questions about the newer tubs right before they got discontinued. There's some crack tubs that don't have the 120 milligram DMAA on the front, as you can kind of see right here. So there are tubs, the original tubs, they had 120 milligrams DMAA right here. So I had some people message me recently asking me, what's the difference? Does that tub hit any different than the original one? Is there real DMAA in it? Did they change the label? All these sort of things. So, I want to kind of cover some of that for you guys today. So let's get into this. All right, guys. So such a huge blessing, man, to be a part of this community. I've met so many awesome people along my journey, man, and finding these supplements and being a pre-workout reviewer is kind of what keeps my fitness journey alive and exciting. I don't know about you guys, but there's so many days where I do not want to go to the gym. I'm tired. I work 50 hours a week. I just had a little girl. I'm not getting a lot of sleep right now, but I know I have so many supplements that I need to take. I need to enjoy. I don't want them to go to waste, so this is such a gift, man. I'm super grateful. So let's talk about this. So this tub was the very first crack OG that I got. Probably a year, maybe a year and a half ago. I ordered it directly from darklabs.pro. I just bought one tub at the time, and I went in to try it. So at the time, I was seeing a lot of different tubs that had the 120 milligram DMAA, but see, at this point, I'm still a newbie to DMAA. So, I didn't know if it was going to be a hitter. I watched Garage Gym Homies review on it. I was talking to my buddy Ace. He said there's going to be some crazy euphoria, all that stuff. But first, let's get into the label. So let's see. So you guys know this is a one scoop, two scoop label here, man. And just like Ace, man, I've never been a one scoop kind of guy. I don't want to go to the gym with just one scoop in my system and be like, dang it, man, I got to go back to the house and get another scoop, whatever. I'm not trying to bring a scoop with me. I'm the type of person, I go the full dose. If it's too strong, I kind of learned my lesson. So let's start with this ingredients list. So starting off at the 2 scoop serving, you have 8,000 milligrams citrulline malate. That's 2-to-1 ratio. So that's good stuff for the pumps there. We got beta alanine at 3,000 milligrams. That's a slightly under the clinical dose, man. But I will say in this product, I do feel the warmth from that. We got agmatine sulfate at 1,500 milligrams. We got arginine nitrate at 1,000 milligrams. We got beetroot powder at 1,000 milligrams. So, I mean, this thing is like pump heaven right here, man. It's just all the goods. We got L-norvaline at 250 milligrams. We got choline bitartrate at 500 milligrams. And here we got a stem. Got caffeine anhydrous at 400 milligrams. So 400 milligrams for me is pretty much the sweet spot. I maybe would push it to 450. Anything above that, it's just a caffeine bomb, man. And I'm just like sweating and breathing too heavy, man. It's not always my favorite. So next we have the star of the show. So we have 1,3-DMAA at 120 milligrams. So that's a lot. That's really claiming like this is going to be a strong supplement here. Next we have Siletium tortosum extract. I don't know if you guys know how to pronounce that. 25 milligrams. Then we got grains of paradise at 15 milligrams. So when I saw this label, man, I'm like, dude, I don't know what half of this stuff is, man, but this thing is going to be freaking crazy. So, I want to tell you my experience with this tub, and then I'm going to go into my experience with, I actually got my hands on this batch, one of the original batches. I won't tell you guys where I got this from. May reveal it later. But this is actually from the original manufacturer, from the guys overseas. I'm not exactly sure, who manufactured this, who the new one is, but I bought this one directly from the website. I was actually in a supplement shop somewhere in the country, and he was like, this is the last one of its kind, man. You got to get it. The tub is even like dented right here a little bit, and I was skeptical. But as you can see, there's the 120 milligram DMAA label on it there. So I'll get into that later as well. So I'll tell you guys my experience with this one. So at this time, when I finally took this one, so I had taken Crack Gold before, man. I really loved it. The Alpha Yo was intense the first time I took it, but man, the Euphoria, Garage Gym Homie talks about the PP Tingle scale. I mean, all the hitters were in the Crack Gold, man. So when I was talking to my buddy Ace, he said that, Crack Gold is more of an aggressive, intense feel to it, and this OG crack tub that you have is going to be more mellow, maybe more euphoric, but it's going to be a super hitter, man. So I had really, really high expectations, and I'll be honest with you guys, the first time I took it, man, I was doing back and bicep day, and I was just doing some bicep curls, and I was just waiting for this thing to hit, man. I think maybe I put my illicit stems too close together or something, but I'm doing bicep curls, and I'm like, man, this thing's not hitting. I don't feel anything. It's just caffeine and high heart rate. But then out of nowhere, man, I guess if it's real DMAA or not, I don't know. But something hit me. Mood elevation like I've never experienced before in my life. But for me, the star of the show with this tub was the added aggression and intensity. And I just felt stronger, man. I just felt like I was just slinging weights around. So for me, it was weird. Crack Gold, first few times I was dabbling with these things, was more euphoric than this one. This one was more aggression and more added strength, and all that good stuff. But man, so I want to talk about the flavor a little bit on this guy too, and maybe some mixability. This flavor I got here is very dark berry. So I was looking at the other option. I think there was like a fruit punch flavor, maybe even an orange flavor. And I'm thinking to myself, Crack Gold wasn't the most tasty one I ever had. So maybe, I'll go with something that I could think will be more bearable. And honestly, very dark berry of this batch from darklabs.pro, not bad. Little bit of bitter chemically, maybe tastes like some Flintstone vitamins a little bit in there, whatever. But definitely doable, and I'll talk about the other batch I have here shortly. But yeah, it wasn't bad. Mixability was decent. Even, with the 2-scoop thing, it totally wasn't bad at all. So, after I got that added aggression and intensity and all that good stuff, man, I moved on to the next set, and I'm telling you guys, the pumps on this thing, hands down, without having a pump product, best pumps in the game that I know of, man. I have a ton of pump products now, and I stack them on top of other things, and I get some nice pumps, man, but I still feel like this thing by itself is competing with the best of them, man. So I think that's another sort of star of the show. But I'll tell you guys, when I use this product and how often I use this product and what I think is the most beneficial way to use this product. So I'm crazy, man. There's some nights where I get off work and I have like an 8 o'clock workout session. This may not be the product that I would go to for that. Obviously, this is any high stem product you want to, first thing in the morning, man, use that energy to kind of be productive the rest of the day and all that good stuff. But this is definitely a product that, build your tolerance up to it. If you haven't had any DMAA before, don't go in for the 2-scooper right off the rip. Maybe bring 1 scoop with you to the gym, whatever. But this is definitely not a daily thing. So when I first started dabbling with this product, I had Wildfire in my rotation, I think Crack Gold, and then I think I just had one other like daily driver. Well, why would I take the daily driver when these things are, I'm lifting heavier, I'm feeling better at the gym, I have way better energy for the rest of the day, the music sounds amazing, I want to be a chatterbox, all that good stuff. Why would I take the daily driver? I should just rotate maybe Wildfire and Crack Gold. Well, I tried that. There was a time where I took, it was an evening before, I think like 4 or 5 o'clock, like on a Monday night or something. I took 2 scoops, got a pretty good workout in, and then, I woke up the next day and I was like, you know what, screw it, I went for it. That next day, it just kind of made my head hurt. I got the same sort of focus and all that good stuff. I definitely wasn't sleepy anymore, but anything for the mood or for the mental just was not happening. It just, my brain, my head just kind of felt kind of tight and just, it didn't feel good at all. It almost turned this thing into a daily. So if you guys are sim junkies, which hopefully some of you guys are watching this channel, you know DMAA may be a 1 to 2 time a week. You know, a friend of mine taught me a way to where you can maybe do this 3 times a week if, you know, you space it out enough, but at least have 1 to 2 days in between using this product if you want to have, the full benefits of it. So I want to talk about maybe another star of the show with this thing, man. And it's, definitely when the full DMAA is kicked in and it's mixing in with the caffeine, there's a mood elevation that really is sort of unmatched. And, you know, I was expecting it to kind of slap me in the face the first time. But I had to take this product a couple of times before I could really get the full benefit of it. And I can remember many times over the last few months, man, just having, you know, getting to the part of my workout where I should be exhausted. And I'm like, man, like forcing myself to keep going. And I'm not there, man. My mood elevation is keeping me so ecstatic to be in the gym. I'm pumped. I'm happy. I don't even feel my muscles are getting tired. And for me, dude, anything, you know, like this product is like a superpower, you know. I definitely see why, you know, DMAA is banned in the sports world in some ways or whatever. I definitely feel like if you take this product versus somebody taking a regular daily driver, you have an upper hand in doing that. So no wonder why this thing is so popular. So I would say final verdict with this tub here, without the 120 milligram DMAA on the front. I want to tell you guys from my own personal experience, I've run this thing probably a dozen times now. I have two more sealed tubs of this stuff, so I can tell you it's good. I wouldn't have bought 2 more tubs. I knew it was going to go away. But let me tell you guys, this thing is worth your money. Definitely has something in it. I don't know if I can actually say that it's DMAA or DMHA or anything like that, but it's definitely not just caffeine and pumps. So even though it doesn't have the 120 milligram DMAA on the front, there is something illicit in here that is going to push you through your workouts. So if anyone has this tub and they haven't tried it yet, I don't want you to be discouraged. This one is the real deal. A lot of times you can check on the bottom here for expiration date as well. I see guys posting these tubs in the Reddit page all the time. Is this legit? You know, I don't know about all these websites over in Europe and some of the ones over, you know, across the country. I don't even know where you can get this tub anymore. But back then when I was buying this, a lot of the good retailers in the country, in USA, had this available, and I knew it was legit, but I would just prefer to go straight to the Dark Labs website. So this one is still, as far as I can tell, legit and, you know, the normal formula. So now let's talk about this one. So I feel like a lot of people got this version of, you know, purple crack before they got the one that didn't have the label on the front. So from what I understand, you know, I've just heard, you know, chatter in the pre-workout community. Dark Labs had to take this off the front because we all know, you know, DMAA, DMHA is going away. And I think they were catching wind of, wow, you know, we're just kind of putting it straight in FDA's face that we have DMAA on the front. And I think around that time, or maybe later, I could be wrong, you know, they started using terms like geranium and stuff like that on their website so that they can, you know, still kind of get away with this stuff. So, you know, at the time that I stumbled across this tub, I already had 3 tubs of this stuff, and 2 were sealed. 1 was in my rotation, and I really wasn't interested in buying another one of these. But I was in a supplement shop, and, you know, the guy that was there, he was like, dude, you got to try this one. So, you know, I got this, and I'll tell you guys my my experience with this one as well. So he promised me that it would be more euphoric and better sourced ingredients than the other batch that I had. So, I mean, you tell me that, and I got some money to spare, I'm probably going to buy it. You know, we, you know, talked about the beginning of the video, having fun, man, enjoying my workouts. And I know every time I take a Dark Labs product, I'm in the zone. I'm feeling good. I'm going to have a good day for the rest of the day. I'm going to be enjoying the music. So you're telling me that this is supposed to be better than the other one. And, you know, I'm sure I was a little skeptical and didn't want to believe him, but I bought it and I was able to try it. So as you can see here, this is the orange flavor. So I'll tell you some differences right off the bat. The powder on this one is more like a powdered sugar type powder. The powder on the other tub I was showing you guys was more of a granulated sort of thing. So I noticed that right off the bat. So I took the 17 gram 2 scoop serving size. I'll tell you guys, this flavor here is not my favorite. The very dark berry, maybe the new whatever manufacturer, they were able to make it somewhat decent. This one here, it's almost like their pump product pimp. Like they just were not trying to mask any chemical taste. So for me, super chemically taste. But again, who cares about flavor? As long as I'm not throwing up, I just need to get down to the gym and see what I can do. So I will tell you guys, the first time I took this, it was kind of similar. You know, I'm expecting this thing to kick in super quick. I've seen some reviews where people were saying, you know, you should sit down and wait for the pre-workout to kind of brew in your belly and all that good stuff. You know, I run a restaurant for a living, man. I don't always have that luxury. I got to put the pre-workout down and I just got to get to the gym, right? So that's what I did. As I got there, man, I was just waiting, man. I was just waiting for it to kick in, and I was just kind of being disappointed. And I'm like, no, Sean, this is a Dark Labs product. It's gonna hit. You're gonna be fine. So when it did finally hit, let me tell you guys, for me, it is slightly different. I'm not gonna say it's a humongous difference from the new batch that I got, but I've ran both of these kind of consecutively in the same week just to kind of compare the two. And this is just my opinion, my experience. This one here with the original batch, this one expires before the other batches that I have. I will tell you they were more focused on whatever the stimulant is in here, the DMAA, whatever, the mental, the mood lifting, the euphoria, the buzz, if you will. And for me, it was definitely a lot more mellow. Not as much like heart rate, slap you, you know, make you sit down between sets. It was this slow sort of creeper feel. And once it all kicked in, I'd say the magic happened probably about an hour in with this thing. It was amazing. I ended up texting the supplement store owner and was like, bro, you weren't kidding about this. I'm super sad that there isn't any of this anywhere besides, you know, where I got it, whatever. But man, this is such a special product. So this one's definitely worth it too, guys. You know, hopefully that clears up some of the questions with you guys. I wouldn't say this is hugely different from the new batches that may still be around. I don't think they're, you know, obviously not being made anymore. But it is, you know, this is a cleaner, maybe, I don't want to say more potent, but probably with better sourced ingredients for sure. So all the stem junkies out there, if you have a tub that, you know, still says this on the front, enjoy that thing, man. I think mine expires in 2025. Sad to say, I'm starting to get a little bit of clumps. You know, I don't know if I'm going to be the type of guy to throw this in the freezer and try to, you know, postpone it, all that stuff. I have so many good products, man, that, you know, it'll be a sad day when I'm on my last scoop of these guys here. But this, like I said at the beginning of the video, has a special place in my heart. Super grateful to have found this product, and I think I'm actually going to run it again later this week. I may run it tomorrow, and I definitely want to get some workout footage while I'm doing it. So I didn't say it, but if you know, hit that like button, go ahead and hit me a subscribe, and I'll see you guys back for the next video.